But in the meantime, Carla and I headed to the kitchen because it's now time for Wine 101, and our favorite sommelier, Jackie Ish, is back in our kitchen. And this time, she brought a chef with her, Chef Ken Tufo, to talk about wine pairings and food, and maybe a little bit more we'll get to. I'm still on the hockey thing. Just wait for that, Chef. You're next.
He's in trouble, I know.
Oh, good.
We barely allowed him into the studio this morning.
Anyways, Jackie, what do you have going on?
Well, we've got something near and dear to both of our hearts. We're going to be talking about food and wine pairings and kind of trying to demystify it. It's not as complicated as you might think. The first one we have is a classic pairing with oysters, and we do have quite a large oyster program at Sea Salt in St. Pete. This is a muscadet. It's from the Loire Valley in France. Classic pairing with oysters. Once again, it's got a nice acidity to it. It's got almost, some people think, kind of a briny texture, which would explain why it goes with oysters. And it's got a pretty low alcohol content, about 12%, so it's really easy on your palate. Okay. And we actually have a bottle open. If
Right. I thought it was a typo and you just meant to write Moscato. I've never heard of this, so I would love to try this.
Well, it's a good point, too, because a lot of people, they hear the beginning of it and they associate it with the muscat grape, which is sweeter.
That's what I first thought.
This is a bone-dry wine, and you can see once you taste it why it would pair so well with an oyster.
And by the way, I do like that you've broken this up into courses for us. She's really trying to simplify it for us, which I think we need.
But we're glad this is low alcohol content because each course has a different wine to go with it. So we got lots to get to.
Good though.
I like
really
this.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
a
not sweet at all.
I like
not sweet at all.
Moving right along, we're going to the meal. That's when we got to bring Chef in.
So our oysters are like from New England, just like me and just like the Bruins.
He's going there.
You do say Tampa's your second home, though.
It is my second home, and I'm
Okay.
excited to watch great hockey. So
And it is going to be great hockey.
I'm trying to save you here.
We won't
I'm
talk
trying to dig
about
you
the
out of your
outcome.
hole.
Go Bolts.
Second course, we're going in with some scallops.
Those are huge scallops.
They are, aren't they? We do oyster classes at least once every 3 months or so, and we do a cooking class once a month. We do oyster classes a lot. So we'll teach you to open oysters, and we'll show you something
People
about
get very
pairing.
intimidated by it.
And when you leave, you'll be an expert. And then we also do wine dinners at Sea Salt once a month as well. So we have a lot of fun trying to teach people how to pair.
But you can always get your sea scallops, though, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what is pairing with the scallops?
So I've chosen a Chardonnay-based sparkling wine.
Okay.
This is a Schramsberg Blanc de Blanc. It's pretty much considered to be the premier sparkling wine in America. And the thing I like about it is sparkling wine pairs with so many different things. It's got a bright acidity level. It's got a beautiful effervescence, which is palate cleansing. Being Chardonnay based, you've got some of those apple notes. There's some tropical fruit and some roundness that you get on the palate from Chardonnay, and it goes beautifully with scallops.
Jackie, I want to ask you, with this being a sparkling white, it seems like sparkling right now, a lot of people are going that route more. Why did you decide to do sparkling I'm thinking sparkling in the middle of the meal with scallops? What is it about sparkling? When do you drink it?
Anytime you like.
I like her rules.
I know, we do.
I'm a bubbles girl, and if I can single-handedly communicate to people that it's not just for anniversaries or New Year's Eve or birthdays.
Well, it's a very spring summer.
Absolutely, it's easy on the palate. It's palate cleansing. It's refreshing. It's always got a bright acidity.
Hey, we have a minute left. I want to get to this camp real quick that you're going to, because you're getting ready to leave us to go to wine camp, we're calling it.
How do we go?
I know.
I'll be out in wine country in September for about 10 days this year, which is much longer than my normal stay. But I'm going to wine camp for the first 3 days, and I'll be working in the vineyard and working in the fields, and just really exciting.
She's our expert.
Yes.
She gets to do fun. As we got to wrap up with the
dessert, and what's really quick,
So
what did you share dessert with?
Last dessert, we have a chocolate torte, mousse torte, with a salted caramel.
And what about the wine?
And it's going with?
It's going with the Madeira. Madeira is an island off of Portugal. It's a wine that's actually treated with heat. It's a very unique wine.
You guys need to try this.
But it's got a really nice, beautiful viscosity. It's got a nice sugar content. Pairs very well with chocolate. And the one thing that I would like to say about pairings is the simple rule with pairing is, as long as your wine is a little sweeter than your food, you're going to be just fine.
Well, and on that note,
with you all by our side.
we're holding wine.
Every day,
chocolate. We gotta go. Well, at the beginning, and right now we're talking a little hockey in the beginning of the show, but the Lightning in the entire Bay Area is figuring out where they're going to watch the upcoming games, especially Game 4. We've got an idea, so stay right there, and it includes a festival.